Leanne, shut up. Didn't I say shut up? Bet that rooster will think twice before crowing tomorrow morning. Coffee's ready, guys. Let's start the show. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, and we've survived. I want to say good morning to everybody who's here this morning. I hope everybody's well. Good morning, Sage. Good morning, Pinky. Good morning, Lisa. Hello, Susan. Mr. Prism, good morning. Let's see. Also, we've got. Thank you for the gifted 5, Leanne. Leanne, you are amazing. You truly are. What a blessing you are. Thank you for gifting that. And of course, we're going to send our thank yous. Thank you so much. It's really, really appreciated. Please, everybody, give a big thank you to Leanne for that wonderful gift. Sherry Ann, how are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. Our Sage is here. She's got her coffee, I hope. Good morning, Vicki. Welcome. Yes, get those blankets out, guys. It is 11 below zero here. So, yeah, it's a little cold. Hopefully I got everybody. If not, just give me a shout out. Got to do a quick bike trip. I'm back in a bit. Okay, Mr. Prism. We'll be here. Good morning, Marie. Good morning. Sage. Oh, Sage. Thank you. Thank you. I think Beardo just went live. Of course he did. Shame on you, Beardo, taking up our morning brew crew time. I want to give Sage her proper thank you. Before I go any further, I just want to tell you guys, I was trying to get through this without crying. You guys are incredible. I always appreciated all of your support, always, from day one. But this last 24 hours has just been truly amazing. With helping me out with your donations, I didn't want to have to go that route. But, when you get to a point where you have no other choice, you do what you got to do. And you guys have just stepped up to the mark. And I can never, ever, ever say how thankful my husband and I are to all of you for helping us in this rough patch. Your generosity has just exceeded my expectations. It just blew my mind. I didn't actually think, when I posted the GoFundMe, I didn't think, well, it's not going to work, and I'll just throw out any number and see what happens. But I pretty much, I almost passed out, to be honest with you. I was totally floored by the response and the support that you guys have given us. And I will forever be truly grateful. You guys have the best crew ever. And we're almost at our goal, and all will be well. And I can't say how I just can't. I don't know how to thank you. I really don't. Oh, thank you, Mr. Prism. Thank you. Every little bit helps, and I understand everybody's going through rough times this year. I mean, we were struggling. I don't usually tell people my personal business because everybody's got their own problems. They don't need to hear my crap. But I was just, just amazed at, when you put pride aside and you ask for help. It's it truly is. It truly is incredible. We love you, Laura. I missed you last night. Oh, well, I did a quick surprise mini live last night. Oh, Vicky. Oh, it's I need help, please. It's pretty much all I called it. I didn't know what to do. If Pinky, if you've got the link for it, you could post it. If you could, please, I would appreciate it. So Vicky could find it. But I was just amazing. Because I had done GoFundMe for other people that were in need. I did it for them, and it never worked out because I'm always the one that helps, and I've never asked anybody to help me because that's just not what I do. But I was just really I just really still, I just can't, I still can't comprehend it. And it's totally amazing. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Roger. Marie says, yeah, I was drunk and had a headache by that time. Oh, you poor thing. Because I forgot that it was Super Bowl because we don't follow football. Good morning, Julie. It's so good to see you. Pinky had just posted it. Thank you, Pinky. I appreciate that. It's truly is. Like I said, I could never. My God, I could never ever say thank you enough. I really can't. And all of you have just been freaking amazing. Good morning, Sky. Okay, she's asleep. What are you on, night owls? I forgot what I don't even remember what time it is in Australia. But just like I said, I wanted to get that out first thing this morning, just to thank you. And I'll be saying thank you for God knows how long, because it's just really lifted a huge, huge burden. Good morning, Michelle. How are you this morning? You whisper good morning, Sky. I know. Don't talk too loud. We don't want her to wake up. So how is everybody this fine Monday morning? Like I said, it's minus 11 degrees. I am so done with this cold weather. When you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to feel refreshed. I felt like I got hit by a bus. Everything hurts. It's swollen. My hands don't work. So don't ask me to type anything because it's just not going to happen, and at least for about an hour or two. Good morning, Ace. How are you? So I've got my coffee and I'm holding the cup so it warms up the finger joints so they're operational. And I wanted to thank everybody for popping in on my surprise. Yeah, Susan, minus 11. I'll send some your way. You know me, I like to share. So I did the surprise, the last minute. Well, I can't say it was a surprise. It was a last minute live last night because I owed you guys a mini live. And so I got it in. And I hope you enjoyed the little houses. They are so cute. And the one there that you see me put together, that was the one I had problems with the wiring. And I'm thinking, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So that because I was going to film it. It's a good thing I didn't. There would have been some F-bombs flying around because, wiring can be a really big pain in the cheeks. And thank God I figured it out. Lesson learned. Always double check the wiring before you assemble anything, before you even put it in, and then mark it, because like I said, sometimes the diodes are they when they assemble them in the factory, they can do it backwards, and then it's not going to work. It won't hook up. So it's oh, Laura, I'll send you something. I won't be a whole lot, but oh, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I don't want anybody to feel obligated, but I'm just floored by just the outpouring of care and love that you guys showed. I'm really surprised. I don't know. I told my husband, I said, gee, they actually do like me. Good morning, Carla. How are you, Carla? Thank you very much, Marie. I appreciate it. So today we're just going to hunker down, and I want to get the tools together and the space ready to build the ship. And we get that going soon. Oh, thanks, Ace. Actually, my toes are frozen because I don't have my slippers on. So, Ace, just pour that coffee right over my toes. It's a good thing I did a manicure. Or a pedicure, I should say. Good morning, Sandra. How are you and those Bristol Pistols doing this morning? The Bristol Pistols. It's a good morning, you amazing, wonderful. We're so damn proud of you, except by many of us. We will fight with you, so keep your head up. Oh, I appreciate that. See, you're going to make me cry. Don't do that. Thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate it. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Yeah, it's been an amazing 24 hours, and we're on a deadline because if I don't take care of the issues that we need to take care of by the end of today, we're going to have problems. So, yeah, don't make don't make me cry. I don't like to cry in public. No, I don't do that. Which is pretty rough because I struggle with that with being a minister, and I perform weddings and I cry at weddings. So I really just got to remind myself, you do the old, movie star trick or model trick that you blink a lot that prevents you from crying. I do that when I'm performing weddings because I just get so engrossed in what I'm doing. And I just love being a part of a special day. And I got to remind myself, you can't cry while you're doing this. So yeah, I try not to do that. Okay, I put a little something in. Thank you very much, Vicki. I really appreciate it. Hey, Julie, remember for 6 months? Has it been that long already? 6 months. Where does the time fly? Oh my God. It's amazing. Truly, truly amazing. So can we have your PayPal link again? Sure you can. Thank you, Pinky. Pinky's a rock star, isn't she? My God. She's so fast. I love it. I don't know what I'd do without her. And like I said, I still gotta message you. Pinky, I've just been preoccupied. just been just been overwhelmed with everything that's been going on. So I like to try to keep up. I don't want to miss anybody. I try. Oh, Cheryl. There's Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl's 6 months too. Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you to Cheryl. Cheryl's adorable. That's for you, Cheryl. She's my mini maker buddy. She's hooked. She's hooked on the minis, which is fantastic. And like I said, since I've been doing the minis, because these are minis for me. I'm used to the big doll houses. Now you just got me prompted to want to do the big doll house again. That's going to be a project. Of course, then I'm thinking, okay, if I redo the big doll, then what the hell am I going to do with it? I might have to give it away to somebody. Well, of course, it'll be hard because if I do it in Gothic, I don't know if I could give it away to somebody's kid. It might scare the hell out of them. So, but like I said, usually when I do something that size, it takes a year. So I'd have a year to think about it and figure out what to do with it. Of course, now that my niece is older and I redo it in the Gothic theme, she'll probably want it back because she's into all of that stuff. So, which is fine. She can have it back after I'm done playing with it. So how is it your way? Pinky's still supposed to pick me up so I can have summertime. Because we're not going to have anything warm. Warmed up to a -3. Woohoo! All right. The high today is supposed to be 17. So that means it's homemade soup day. I've been trying to think of all kinds of stuff to make that's, warm and hearty to keep the fires going, It's just ungodly how cold. We can all make a raid on Pinky. She's got that nice summer weather going on. I'll take it. I'll take it over this freezing crap any day of the week. Oh, thank you so much, Vicky. I appreciate it. That's our grooving monkey. Maybe I should put a banana in that, and that'll be Justin. Oh my God. Thank you so much. That actually would be hilarious. Put some dancing bananas around it. I know, I'm still playing around with all these button things. Mine still aren't as good as Sarah and Beardo's. They have some great buttons. And then, of course, I die laughing over what Sean and Ryan have on Bristol. Hey, Phil. Showy, that could be a lot of pizza. Oh, yes. Yeah, that could. Phil would be on the phone ordering up. Ordering up. Everybody have a great weekend. What did everybody do over the weekend? I know a lot of you guys were into the football deal. Did your team win? Was it the Seahawks that won, correct? I'm pretty sure that's who won. We don't watch football. So, but I did see they said that the Seahawks won. And then they were talking about Everybody was bitching about the halftime show. So I don't even know who was doing the halftime, but everybody was complaining about that. You can't make everybody happy though, you know? Some people love it, some people said it sucked. So it is what it is, I guess. Of course, talking about late hours, I couldn't sleep last night. I was just so wound up and stressed, and I was up to almost 2 in the morning. And I'm like, oh God, I gotta get some kind of sleep in to make it to the show. I don't want to be sitting here and all of a sudden hear a thump and it's me passing out at the desk. I wasn't feeling too good, so I didn't do much of anything. I was rest and recover, read some, and vegetating. Good for you, Sage. There's days where you just got to do that. I know. I try to do that. Sage just got a phone call. Okie dokie. We'll be here. Which is usually on the weekends because I was working the channel and the magazine and all that stuff, 7 week, and I just got to be nope. I've got to take time just just for life itself, because you can get caught up in all of this. So you've got to make that promise to yourself to step back and take at least 2 days. Dentist, I'm on for 420. Yesterday I did my roots, got drunk with the ladies, went to bed with a headache. Aww. Phil, I worked all weekend. Someone brought meatloaf, Philly cheese. Oh, Philly cheesesteak subs, mashed taters, and green beans. Then someone ordered 10 pizzas. Phil was in heaven. He was in foodie heaven. Leanne, I mostly slept. Oh, sometimes, isn't that great? I felt that way this morning. I'm like, no, I got to get up. Because finally, after my husband got up and moved, I moved over to the middle of the bed. Because he's a bed hog most of the times. And he's always cold. My God. So it was nice. I just rolled up in the blankets and I passed out for another half hour. So take care, all. Best of luck. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate you popping in. If it's cold where you are, hopefully you stay warm. Hey, Crypt Walker, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I was in hell with pizza everywhere. Yeah, pizza everywhere. That's how Phil wants to go down. Death by pizza. Yeah, we should have. There was a big old thing going on there. Phil was at work. We would have raided his work. All showed up with forks. We're here to clean you out. I tell people that all the time. He'll say, what are you making for dinner? Well, I'm making this. I said, okay, I'm bringing my fork and my own napkin. I'll be there soon. Don't show up or they make you work. Oh, see, there's always a catch, isn't there? I'll tell you, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people do it, but I worked in a factory once in my life and I would never do it again. I have never met such a bunch of people in my life that were just awful. They talked about each other. They were just nasty. Everybody was sleeping with everybody. And I was just like, it was my first time experience working in that kind of an atmosphere. And I was like totally floored. I'm thinking, what is wrong with all of you? It was an experience, but one that I will never want to ever experience again. Also, yeah, no matter how much work you did, you just kept working and working, just busting your ass, and it was never really appreciated, ever. And they just want more and more and more. They work you to death, throw you out the door, and then bring in the next one. Just awful. And nobody's ever valued for their skill or experience. Just a terrible. Reese's, I've been in that environment before. Yeah, I did it once. It was, believe it or not, it was for Xerox. And and the people that had already worked there had previously come from another factory that we had here. And they all transferred. When that factory closed, they went to the Xerox one. And so most of them knew each other. But like I said, it was a terrible experience. Factories are like the bar, but no alcohol unless they drank on the job. Are we talking about work or YouTube? Oh, it could be that way here on YouTube too. Also, Friday and good morning. Welcome. I've found some interesting people here on YouTube, and that's as far as I'll describe that one. It's very disappointing. It really is. And the thing that blows your mind is that, these are grown people. I've worked in toxic workplaces and it's awful. Yeah, I told my husband, oh my God. I mean, I was grateful for the job at the time because we had just moved back here from Missouri. So it was a job to hold us over until I got back into the dental field. But I'm like, oh, never again. Never again. I just signed a job bid, so no more hot furnace and get to work alone. Oh, wonderful news, Phil. Wonderful news. Yeah, because I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. That is just miserable, miserable work. Where it's so hot you can't stand it. I remember my husband when he used to be a butcher. Oh God, this was years ago, and you're in a cooler all day long, and it could be like 100 degrees outside, and he'd still be cold because you're just cold to the bone. It's just like with Phil, you're working in just a furnace. It's just Risa brown nosers and no kickers always get promoted over long, hard-working people. I worked for now Abbott Laboratories making stuff. Yeah, and you're right. I've worked with a few brown nosers. And of course, we would let them know it too. We'd make little comments like, hey, you got a little something on the end of your nose. Do you need a towel? Do you know? This one woman, man, she had her nose so far up the owner's ass. Unbelievable. And he loved it. She snitched on everybody. She'd make him coffee in the morning. I was surprised she didn't do a happy ending for him for good. Of course, maybe she did. I don't know. Just make you sick. $1 pay cut, but 9 hours less work and 12. Hey, take it. Sometimes you just got to say to hell with it. And the older you get, the harder it gets. So yeah, that's what I'd say too. I don't care. I want out of here. And they love it when you take a pay cut. Brown nosed, we call them in Denmark. Yeah, that's exactly what we call them here, brown nosers. And this woman was a professional, apparently. And if you said anything, boy, she went right back to the boss, told the boss or the person or something or whatever, I've always been upfront and in everybody's face. I got something to say. I'm going to say it to you. I'm not going to say it behind your back. And, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Be honest with everybody. If you get an issue with someone, say it to them. Why you got to go around and about the thing? It's just ridiculous because it means you got no balls. That's why. Steph, isn't it amazing how she shows up and I say happy ending? I think Steph lurks around just to make her entrance at the right time. Good morning, Steph. How are you feeling today? I let the brown noser have it on my last job. She didn't snitch because she crossed the line, so I snitched. There you go. Hey, yeah. You just let them have it. What are they going to do? Beat you up? Bring it on. They will hate it because they won't work. Let me read this. My brain's not functioning. They will hate it because they won't have a utility, and they need 3. My specialist is spitting out 2. They're going to hate us. Oh, it's their loss. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning. I know everybody was so proud of me last night. I went on Discord and I got some of it to function. So I'm proud of myself. But I got to get in there and finish. Certain things weren't working. I think it's because I didn't finish the profile. I got to do that at some point today. I was called a wuss by my mom and aunt for not using my natural abilities, boobs to snag a rich man. Friends tricked him into marriage, stick it out for a few years, and then they take everything he's got. I'd say, what the? Oh my God. Yeah, really? Oh, we've got a lot of women around here that do that. You're pretty much just prostituting yourself out, for a cushy lifestyle. It's sick. No one did anything to me. I went to the hospital for a week after that. Yeah, you got to let them have it. Wait, what? Discord link, please. I'm like, Pinky will have to do that. I don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm still Discord virgin. I'm trying. Yes, and Sarah was trying to help me. What an angel! I'm thinking, okay, she's describing everything step by step. It took me a little while, but I got that far. So I'll get it. I will. I promise. I'll get it. Steph's seeing that it is -1. Well, we graduated up to what did I say it was -3 now. It was -11. Then I had the wind chill and the door was frozen shut to my work due to ice. I am a happy camper. I'm Yeti. Yeah, call me Bumble. You're a Bumble. It's going to hit 37. Going to be a heat wave. Yeah, we're supposed to get that tomorrow, Phil. Bring on the shorts. Of course, I wear shorts all the time anyway, but it's so cold that my eyes are tearing constantly, making it even harder to see. So back to listening. Oh, God, you poor thing. How they got to get that medicine to work, get those eyeballs fixed. That's just a big pain in the ass. Good morning, Purple. How are you? Don't forget, guys, go vote for your sexy guy and sexy girl for the upcoming magazine. Purple's on the list. I'm hoping the video helps you. I sent you privately. It takes time to figure out. Yeah, I think, well, I did exactly what you said, Sarah, and it wasn't giving me that option that we were looking for. And I think it's because I honestly think it's because the profile wasn't complete. So at some point today, I'll complete it and then redo what you told me to do. And if that don't work, then I have no clue. I have no clue. But I'm sure somebody will help out along the ways. Sorry, I'm just going to have to pop in and show love and support them. Thank you so much, Vicki. I appreciate it. We'll miss you. Leanne says, what's for breakfast? I did have some breakfast this morning because I was up early. I had a bowl of cereal. But normally I don't eat breakfast. I just wait until lunchtime. Hey, Cynthia. She said, new washer was just installed and the coffee is hot and strong. That a girl. I'm so jealous. All these new appliances. I love new appliances. What's Cynthia cooking today? Like I said, I'm going to be making homemade soup. We'll eat it and then maybe pour the rest of it over our heads to keep us warm. It don't make a difference how much you got the heat on. When it's this kind of weather, it's just continuously cold. And it's supposed to be almost 60 degrees today. Time to break out the grill. You got to hit 60. Oh, man. Oh, that's going to be awesome. That is totally going to be awesome. Yes, Phil, I'd take 60. Take it in a heartbeat. Of course, unfortunately, it would be like a major meltdown here with all the snow, so we would have flooding. So we'll have to, break out the boats, go down the road in a boat. Which actually there's one place. It's down where my father used to work. There's this one road, and it's kind of lower, and it's next to which we call the Barge Canal. And this one house, every spring, the front yard was a lake. And the guy had a rowboat that he used to take to go get his mail. Over the years, though, they fixed that, but I'm thinking, that's pretty bad. In the spring, you had to take a boat to go get your mail. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for joining and becoming a member. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now you have access to the link for the magazine, which you'll find posted on my post section, the community page there on my channel. That's my gift to all of my members, the magazine, which the wonderful Sage has helped me out with this last time. We're supposed to get snow this weekend. Yeah, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow, I think tomorrow, for 2 days in a row. So, because it's going to warm up into the 30s, so it's going to snow. 60 means I won't make Domino's, leave my pizza on the table, so I don't have to go outside. Yeah. Yeah, that's our yahoo! If you're not awake, you're awake now. I was helping my father. We were bringing groceries in the other day, and it was below zero. I'm thinking, oh my God, hurry up. Pretty much taking the stuff from the porch, throwing it into the house. It's too freaking cold to be out here. Just throw it in and we'll pick it all up when we get back inside. I would prep inflatable rubber boats. Yeah. Good Lord, choking to death. Got a dry throat. Yeah, I used to laugh every year seeing that guy with the boat. But they finally fixed it so that the lawn raised up so they didn't flood as much. They had to put in some kind of draining system. Work, Susan. Pfft, come on, work. That's a dirty word for Monday. Don't work too hard, Susan. She can't complain. She got out early on Friday. So, I mean, so you got to pay your dues. Unfortunately. So, yeah, gotta get that coffee, get it going. At least you'll all have power. Poor Michael Burkeen went 8 days in the dark with his camping heater. The worst part, he had no coffee. Oh, no. I didn't hear that he was out without power. Oh, yeah, that sucks. 8 days. Oh, my God. Hopefully they didn't lose a lot of food and stuff because that's did they have a generator at least to back up the fridge and stuff? Oh, that's terrible. We bought a generator just for that purpose. So yeah, see, Phil, he needs a generator for next time. Yep. So we have ours. It's set up just in case everything craps out. It switches over and supports our refrigerators. I don't care about using camping lights or, stuff like that. That's fine. And there's always a way to find a way to cook. It's the refrigeration you got to worry about. And it always seems to happen when, you just get done grocery shopping and fill your freezer and stuff and everything shits the bed. Yeah, I could put the food outside. I think it was cold enough. The food was fine. He never said, "Oh, geez, I hope so." I can't spell my own name. Good morning, James. Maybe it's too early. It's too early for spelling. It's too early for thinking. We just sit here and ramble and sip our coffee. So just ramble away. But yeah, we could actually put it outside if we had to. But it's nice to have that backup just in case, because we have, I have of course, my refrigerator. My parents have their refrigerator, and then we have a freezer down cellar. So yeah, we have it set up so just in case everything shits the bed. Oh my god, my dog's attacking somebody. Hold on a quick second, guys. I gotta see who she's tearing after. Okay, I don't know what it was. Nobody at the door. She was just spazzing out. Coffee hag strikes again. Going on a morning coffee crawl. The coffee crawl. Yeah, she just jumped up, jumped up and freaked out and went running through the house barking. I thought maybe somebody was knocking at the door. She hears things that we don't hear. And what I think she's hearing is she hears stuff downstairs. I think that's what sets her off. Who the heck knows? Crumpets. Feel having crumpets this morning. Are you? That's what you're having, Cynthia? You're gonna make pork chops? I'm grilling porks. Oh, pork steaks over hickory wood fire. Oh God, Cynthia, stop! You're killing us. See, yesterday I made beef stew, which was just really hit the spot. And the night before that, I did corned beef and cabbage. I know it's a little early, but because it's usually, St. Patrick's Day, but the last one we bought was so good, I had to do it again. Just had to pig out. But today's something simple, just soup. I'll make homemade cream of mushroom soup for me and my dad, and my husband, I'll have to make him chicken because he doesn't like mushrooms. His loss. Anything with mushrooms in it, my husband doesn't want nothing to do with it. I can hear that wind whipping out there. It really needs to warm up. I'm done. I like Christ. Last night it took it was no, actually not last night. It was yesterday afternoon. Took the dog out. I opened the door, and the wind come up so fast. It's the kind of wind it snatched my breath away. I was like, oh my god, can't even breathe. I get myself that way too. My stomach is already growling. Mine too. Even though I don't know, it was a couple hours, 2, 3 hours ago, I had a bowl of cereal. As far as lunch goes, I have no idea. I'll dig up something, most likely leftovers. But mushrooms could be so much fun. Yeah, I love mushrooms. And he hates it when if I make homemade pizza, I have to make plain pepperoni for him. But I like to put, actually, the last time I made pizza, it was awesome. I made it for my father and I, and it was fresh mushrooms, pepperoni, and onions. Oh, it was so good. He said, after the 20th, I will get a new oven. In the meantime, it's air fryer, microwave, barbecue to cook with. New oven. Fabulous. Mine's getting up there. I've had ours for a while. I'd have to say ours is about 10, 10 years old or more. And the reason we bought it is because this is when they first started coming out with the center. Um, oh, God. You had the grilling section in the center of the stove. So it gave you that extra cooking space. And I think the whole time we've owned it, we've used it twice. Just as her shat itself. Yeah, they don't last like they used to. No such thing as a 20 or 30-year-old appliance. I bitch about that with washers, wash machines. When we first bought this house, my wash machine was already, I want to say 10 years old. And then it lasted another 10 years. And then it finally died. So we ended up having to get another one. And that one only lasted a couple of years. And we've been through 3 wash machines since then. And yeah, the days of 20-year-old appliances don't exist anymore. They make them disposable. That's bullshit, especially the prices you got to pay for them. Just slip in some oyster mushrooms and try to find chicken of the woods. Those taste a lot like meat. Oh, see, I'm up for that stuff, Mr. Prism. My husband, no. And you think, oh, he won't find it. Unless you totally pulverize it and mix it in the food, he knows it's in there. Because I've done that where I have minced it up and mixed it in, and he hasn't said a word. Same thing with onions. He doesn't like to chew on onions. He goes, oh, just use onion powder. No, ew. Maybe it's made a little extra, but no, you got to have onions. Tuna salad on crackers for breakfast. That's all right. What kind of crackers? I love those club crackers, the buttery ones. Those are good. Coffeed and rested and keyboard. Here we go. No, don't do it, Sage. Don't turn it on. Now, what do you put in your tuna salad? Miss Leanne, tell us what you put in there. Sometimes I enjoy just basic tuna with some seasonings and a touch of lemon juice. And then there's other times I like to add onions, Spanish olives, celery, whatever. Throw it in there. Sometimes, some pickles. Good morning, Petals. How are you this morning? Oh no, James is sleepy. And of course, with my husband, the pickiest man on the planet, we can only have the white albacore tuna. He refuses to eat anything else. Sage likes walnuts. Really? Onions, celery, grapes, or raisins? Wow. And tuna salad. That's so cool. I never thought about putting grapes or raisins. And I don't put nuts in any of my food because I just think it's overbearing. I eat nuts separately and I don't mix it in. Hey, Julie, how's it going? I went to get frozen dinner last night and everything was spoiled. No. Last week and more. Oh, Julie, you got what? You got luck like I do. You're, jeez. It's just, oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I'll tell you. I had somebody tell me that they looked into the stars and they're saying that this year is going to be pretty rough with the alignment of the planets and everything. So I guess we just got to hold on to our shorts and ride it out. Thanks for hanging out, Crips. I appreciate it. I really do. Let's see, Mr. Tuna, Dutch mayo. Dutch mayo. What is the difference between Dutch mayo and regular mayo? Onions, a bit of garlic, some nice herbs, spices, a little salt, pepper. That sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. But you got what? I want to know the difference between regular mayonnaise and Dutch mayo. I'm down as long as it's not Miracle Whip. Ugh. I don't do a Miracle Whip. It's too sweet for me. And now I'm hooked on. Of course, I don't know if you guys. Most places have Arby's. It's their horsey sauce. It's a horseradish mayonnaise. Oh my god! I put it on everything. Oh, it's the devil in it. But it's great because now we can buy it in a bottle instead of having to go steal packets from Arby's. Excuse me. My life has been rough. I was hoping it was going to get better. Well, it's not over with yet, sweetie. So that's still an option. I know I used to tell everybody if I didn't have any bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. And it seems that way for the last few years. So it's and I believe in miracles because you guys have proven it. You know, because before I set up the GoFundMe, I told my husband, I said, my God, I need a miracle. I pray for a miracle. And then you guys are my miracle. You really are. I couldn't even imagined the support. It really is amazing. Oh my God, I'm going to try to pronounce this. Stroschendinger's tuna? I've probably totally butchered that one. But you're saying that Dutch mayonnaise is a little sour? I think that's what he said. Yeah, good Dutch mayo is a bit sour. Okay. I'll have to look it up. And me, for being somebody that doesn't really care for fish, I'm really not a big fish person. But tuna fish, I'm down. I think it's because it's all the crap that we put in it. You give me an outlet. I love you all for that. Oh, well, you're the best too, Sage. That's why I love the morning show. It's because we're all just being ourselves, and if you can find it, Zanis, is that right? Mayonnaise is I'm going to write that down because I'm sure I screwed up the name, but hey, I look for stuff all the time. You could probably get it on Amazon, right? I'm finding out you can buy everything on Amazon. Floor, you get floored by that. I have to look that up. Um, I remember when my mother-in-law passed away, and of course, everybody knows how expensive funerals and all that stuff are. And of course, she was cremated, and we were going to get the urn from the funeral home. And I mean, they wanted $1,000 for this jar. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. Well, I forgot, somebody told me, look on Amazon. I go, get out. They don't sell that stuff. Well, I was wrong. They had urns. They've got caskets. They've got everything you can think. I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't believe this. We bought the same exact urn that the funeral home was offering for $1,000. We got it for $100, something like that. $70. Miracle Whip rocks, and you know it. Oh no, I can't do Miracle Whip. Thank you, dear. I wasn't planning on doing a barbecue video yet, but I may video it if the wind stays still. I don't interfere with the sound. Hey, fire it up. Urns on Etsy too. Really? Oh, jeez. Tells you what I know. I was just amazed. And actually, the one that we got her was prettier than the one that the funeral home offered, because it had a beautiful silver design on it with butterflies. And I thought, well, she'll love that. So yeah. And it was only, like I said, $70, something like that, where they wanted $1,000. I'm thinking, holy crap. People love to screw you over. 10 times markup. Got it. Yeah. And they probably got it from through the same place Amazon did. You just spend all that kind of money for it to go in a box and in the ground. No. I mean, it's bad enough she didn't have anything set up or taken care of. We had to do it all. And it was just, it was a nightmare. So I always say, everybody, if you got the opportunity to take care of all that stuff ahead of time, do it. Don't let your kids get stuck doing it. 6 strings guitar for sale. All 6 have 1 string. That's the kind that I can play, Sky. I don't have the strength to play anymore. I don't think I do. I don't know. I'd have to try it. I'll have to stop in over a Bill's and just see if I can give it a go. I highly doubt it, though, because my hands swell up just doing the miniatures. I couldn't imagine trying to play guitar again. So my right hand this morning, I've got the center knuckle is just one big huge swollen mess. It's pissed off today. I'll have to put an ice pack on it. And I really don't know why, because the only thing I did was Well, that was small or tedious was the wiring, and it really isn't that, you know, aggressive. It's the weather too. Stark is wanting my attention. Aha. Athena's just sitting quietly behind me, guarding for all the unseen things that come walking through the house. See, I got my Great Dane and urn on Etsy with engraving. Still need to get my boxer one, but my daughter's special order for her cat on Amazon. I'm floored. I just didn't think that they sold those kinds of things. And when I pulled that up, it's like, holy shit. I don't. And there's no shame in it. It's the same exact thing that the funeral home is selling you. Sometimes even better. Why pay $1,000 when you could, pay $70? I mean, that's just common sense. I had the knuckles on both hands swell up the last few days. I think that's what's going on. It's part of that and everything else. The left hand isn't too bad. The right hand, it's like I have one giant knuckle that goes all the way across. It's attractive. Woo! So after the show, yeah, I'll have to ice it. Have you tried the CBD gummies or suppress the information? No, I still haven't. I've got to look into that. I've got to go over we have a couple of those dispensary places here. I have to go in, ask some questions, and see what I can do. I have one hand free, and he's purring loudly. Yeah. He's getting in, loving in from mama. Julie says you could really get really pretty ones too. Yeah, like I said, the one that we bought for her was prettier than the one at the funeral home. So we went with it. It was really fancy. Good morning, Betty. How are you? I hope you're keeping warm. We're all trying to keep warm. It's like last night, my husband's feet were like icicles. Oh my God, I says, rub them together. Don't you dare touch me with those popsicle toes. I'm good under blanket and chair. That a girl. Get all rolled up in those blankies. It's funny. I remember one year my son bought my mother. I know you guys probably remember when they come out with the blankets where you snap it all together and it's kind of like you're in a giant suit. That was so you can sit there and watch your TV or read a book and you're all snapped up in this blanket. She never snapped it all together though. She would just either put it over her lap or whatever. But I laugh when I see it. She still got it. Oh, Popsicle Toes is a great song. They were so cold. I could feel the cold radiating off of them under the blankets. I said, don't you dare touch it. Because I was nice and warm. Of course, I'm always warm. You know, that fun menopause crap. He's rolled up in a blanket and I'm laying there with no blankets and a summer nightgown. And he's like, what do you guys say? Oh my God, it's hot. It's so hot in here. You people have to look up the angriest guitarist. I love that man. He is relatable. Oh, we'll have to look it up. I played a game. It is said my spirit animal was a raven. Oh, cool. The Snuggie thing. I don't think that's what it was. It was before the Snuggies. It was like, I don't know, very first thing that come. It was a blanket that had snaps and you were, so your arms could be out and your feet if you wanted. I don't know what the hell they called them when they first come out. So, yes, they've still got it, still on the back of the chair. Actually, I used it the other day when I was down watching her while Dad was out. And I said, let me figure out how to snap this thing together. Couldn't figure it out. I said, to hell with it. I just used it as a shawl. 2 a.m. Oh my God. That's when I went to bed, Sky. 2 a.m. Of course, Sky's a day ahead. She is time warped into the future. Everybody's saying he's a funny. I'll have to go check that out. Everybody said it's 10 a.m. here. Oh my. Excuse me about the yawn. How rude. Yeah, 10 o'clock here as well. Oh, there goes the dog again. And it's 4 a.m. where Pinky is. Actually, that's when I officially woke up, was at 4. I went to bed at 2, woke up at 4, and I go, oh, come on. And then my husband got up. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing up? He goes, okay, sleep. So that's when I kind of like rolled into the center of the bed and fell asleep for a little while longer. It's 7 in the morning where Leanne is. And it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon where Lisa is. Her day is starting to wind down. And we're just starting. Today I might make a squirrel. A squirrel! I have to, I was thinking about making banana bread. I'll have to see if I got everything for that. That'll be a nice treat. My daughter-in-law there, she will, well, that's what we call her. She's not official yet, but she brought over donuts that they had at work. And it's from a place called, is it Dippin' Donuts or something? I think that's what it's called. Oh, they were the worst things. I've never had bad donut. Oh, these were bad. I can't believe people buy these things. You have a cryptid on your porch. I got something going on. The dog keeps freaking out. And she's running towards the kitchen. So it's not the spook that we have live here, because that's usually the living room. So it all depends on the direction. So either she hears somebody outside, the neighbor's out, or my father is messing around in the back hall. With chocolate chips in it. I normally put chocolate chips, yeah, but I don't have any chocolate chips. But I do have chocolate melts for candy making. So I figured maybe if I just kind of like crush those up and throw them in, it'll work. So yeah, you don't have squirrels there, Pinky? Get out. There's no squirrels where you are. Or some people call them tree chickens. I love our squirrels. Of course, I don't think they don't have them in Australia either, right? I couldn't imagine being somewhere with no squirrels. I mean, you never really even think about it until somebody says, well, no, we don't have those here. Oh, which I do that all the time. And I just never think that nobody would have squirrels. He does everything he shouldn't, but no matter how bad things get, he keeps going. We had deer walk across the front stoop. Little Stanley was trying to dig through the door, or was it a deer? Aha. Oh, we've got them all over here. And I always feel so bad for them, especially if we get a bad winter. Because they have to keep moving so they don't freeze. And it's so hard for them to find food. And you get in trouble if you feed them, but around here we don't care. If you're willing to feed them all the time, then I say, if it's your property, go ahead. Imagine a squirrel versus a wombat critter. Combat fight. Yeah, jeez. We have lots of birds and lizards. Yeah, we don't. We really don't have lizards. Snakes. We got those. All kinds of snakes. I couldn't imagine dealing with like kangaroos, though. Kangaroos would scare me. Otter versus the platypus. Raven versus crows. Yeah, we have ravens and crows. Shh, I feed it. We won't tell. We won't tell Petals. You go right ahead. It's hard enough for them. I said I have a friend who lives further out in the country, and she's got a huge yard. And morning and night, she feeds them, and she's got a whole herd that shows up. They come with their babies and everything, and yeah, she feeds them all the time. I look at it this way: you're paying taxes on a property. You do what you want, as long as it's not anything that causes damage to anybody else's stuff. And if you're willing to feed these animals year round, go ahead. We saw a squirrel today, first in 3 years. It was a large red one, and it was so cute and fluffy. The first in 3 years, come to my house. There isn't a day that you don't see a squirrel. Because we have the bird feeders filled, and boy, they love to clean out the bird feeders. Furry little shits. And we've got gray ones, red ones, black ones, and occasionally you might get a white one. The black ones are so pretty. We don't have a lot of nature left, so I cherish every moment I get. Oh. Oh, yeah, you got to come here, Mr. Prism. You'll be natured right up the yin-yang. All kinds of birds and all kinds of critters. It's nice to be the crows and ravens. They have amazing memories. They hold a grudge. Yeah, they're smart. And yeah, they do. My husband hates crows, but I think they're just an amazing bird. They're so smart. And I think they're just beautiful. And the ones we have here are huge. Leanne says, I have a possum and a skunk that comes. Yeah, we've got a ton of skunk too. And we just let them go on their way. As long as they don't make camp under my house, I don't care. I used to take food down to the raptor birds, who are so sweet. Black, bigger than a crow and raven, with blood red eyes. They don't fly much. They'd run out to greet me, screeching like a raptor. I was a queen. Oh, that's so cool. Magpies are the same. They're very clever. Yes, they're very smart. Very smart. And trainable. That's the thing that really blows your mind. Oh no, crash at Sages. It's scary to me. When I was a kid, there used to be so much more life. Mr. Prism, I agree with you, because mankind is taking over their territories. People bitch, like they live up on the mountain, they bitch about the bears. Well, the bears were there first. You chose to build a house up in bear country, so you got to deal with it. Don't have the game warden come and chase this animal off, or relocate that animal. Nobody told you to build a house there. So it really, just ticks me off when people complain about it. Take precautions. Up there you got to put your garbage in locked bins, so that they don't get into it and cause a mess or any kind of damage. But as long as you have that stuff locked up, they're just going to wander through. I've got every animal you could think of. Just call me Snow White. Okay, Betty. Yeah, we've got a large array of animals. That's it's great. And for the longest time, people used to say, "Oh, we don't have mountain lion here," but we do. But they're way up, and they have notices on, like, when you go on hiking trails, do not wander from the trail because you are being watched by, the mountain lions stay up high, but they don't usually cross the trails. It's very rare. It's so rude how Derek crashed when I was enjoying you all. I know. What's up with that? That's the way it works. F word, Sage. Yeah. That's usually when I that stuff happens, I'm like, "What the frig? Damn internet." When I started going to my new doctor, 3.5 hours away. Oh god, it sucks, Julie. That's a ride. I hope I am able to drive off the main road to see different countryside. Yeah, it's nice just to take that ride. But I know you're probably like me, those long rides they're horrible. You're in there for 3.5 hours just to go to the doctor, and it's gonna take you 20 minutes to get out of the car because you gotta wait for your legs to start working again. It's just hey, I'm always thinking to myself, "God, you're so pathetic. Come on, move that asshole, lady." Leanne, I didn't though. I've been outside 3 times already. You're still waiting for it? Where she went outside and she didn't report back to us. She's slipping. Well, we always look forward to the sunrise report. The sunrise report with Sage. Yeah, I say the same thing. 3.5 hours. When they switched my rheumatologist, they was like, well, the closest one that we have that takes my kind of case, yeah, was that far. I'm like, I'm not going that far. If you can't find anything locally, forget it. I'm not driving 3 hours to go to a 15-minute appointment. That's just insane. I mean, sometimes you got no choice. It depends on what you're going for, but if it's just a normal checkup, forget it. I know how I'm feeling. I don't need to be checked up. I feel like shit, and you're going to tell me the same thing when I go to the office. She has a walker and canes and probably a wheelchair. Yeah, I bring the cane. And I have to get, once I get going, then the legs get going, then I'm good. Right now, how do we know if the sun rose or not? Exactly, Liam. Exactly. Sun's up to the north of us, but we have a ridge just to the east. It takes a few minutes longer to reach us. Clear and cold. I get another day. Okay. See there. We got a report. We don't have to complain to HR. No complaining. Thank you for posting everybody's links, Miss Pinky. Miss Pinky had a good show with Susan the other night. I hope you guys were able to catch that. I love typing in the chat because Pinky's so serious. And I'll type in her, smile. Come on, smile. I do that on another show where the guy's so serious. I go, oh, come on, give us a smile. You can do it. Now I gotta work. No. Don't do it. It's a trap. Don't do it. I saw Phil's new video out. I did flip back and flip front. I know it's been forever and a day since Phil has put anything out. But that's what happens when you work 12-hour days. he just can't. And I'm sure he's just exhausted by the time he gets home. Last thing he's probably thinking about is doing a video. I was listening to our lovely guest. Yeah, I know. She was just so engrossed. I couldn't help myself. I was like, come on, smile, smile. It makes my back just hearing that. Yeah, flipping backwards and forth. Yeah. Well, Sky is just a big ball of energy. God bless her. I'm going to say goodbye to everyone. My internet keeps turning off. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. The rest of the live. Lots of thanks, Purple. We appreciate you popping in and hanging out with us this morning. You enjoy your day as well. Again, I just want to thank everybody that's been in and out. Thank you for all of your donations, all of your help. It is greatly appreciated. It's still dark here. Well, it's only 4 a.m. there, Miss Pinky. I know the sun was up when I got up the second time. At 4, it was still dark. Sarah wants to know how everybody's weekend was. Cold. It was just cold. I know guys we're tired of hearing about the cold. I know, but it's just cold, guys. And then the summer you'll hear us all bitch. It is friggin' hot. We can't breathe. But I'd rather be able to sit outside. This is when you take the opportunity. You go up north and you put your feet in the creek somewhere. Just stop, pull on the side of the road next to a creek somewhere and just take your shoes off and stick your feet in. That's just the best thing ever. Oh, it's cold with Sarah's too. We're all in the deep freeze, except for Miss Lucky Pinky. What's it going to be today, Pinky? 70s? 80s? Enjoy it. Here's a question for you, Pinky. How cold does it get where you are in the winter months? Because I know, like, they have, there's this one channel I watch, and they're based in Canada. And where they are, of course, right now they're going through an Arctic blast like the rest of us, but they got hammered with a ton of snow. And it's just, I forgot what she said. It was way below zero, and with the wind chill, it was just ugh. They were dressed like Eskimos. I'm thinking, nope, that's too cool for me. Not dipping my toes when it's 10 below. Come on, Leanne, be brave. And she'll pull back little blue nubs. Poor little toes. Clang, clang. They fall off onto the snow. Actually, it was funny that my dad, he was so cold. He says, he goes, I went peeing. I was peeing on ice cubes. I'm like, oh, Dad. That's all right, Laura. This crystal shop I go to, she's in Arizona right now. Lucky Duck. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I have family in Arizona. It's like in the 70s and stuff there. They said it's the best time to visit is in February because it's a nice, even like 70-degree weather. I said, okay, if I ever make it that way, that's when I'm going to be going is in February. But and the summer they could keep it because they always, break them on me. Oh, how's that? How cold is it there? I said, it's okay, rub it in. But when it's like 120 degrees in the summertime where you are, I could say, it's only 75 here. Let's see, in my area, -2 is the coldest in the South Island, -15 and colder. Yikes, yikes. But said it's currently 9 Fahrenheit. Yeah, we're still -2 here. That needs to hurry up. Because I'm just, done. Done. Yep, because it's not so hot, but it's a whole day trip. That's a lot of gas money. Yeah. I would love to go and visit because like half of my family lives out in Arizona and they're scattered all out there. And I haven't seen some of them in years. Cousins that I haven't seen since I was a teenager. And I'd love to meet all their children, but it's such a long trip. And I don't fly, so we'd have to drive. And we don't drive that far anymore. So unless they come here, it's not going to happen. Or unless I get the nerve and get drunk enough and just get on a plane, pass out, and they wake me up when I get there. That's the only way that's going to happen. Piggy said a forecast is 75 and rain for today. Hey, take it. Are you going to go out and dance in the rain? I'll even throw in naked. Do it. Like when it's really cold, my husband complains. I says, keep it up. Or he's acting, cheeky. I said, keep it up. I said, I'll strip you down, hose you off, and I'll throw you out in the yard. See how long you survive. Anna Vandler, I need rubber mallet, something, Julie. I can't bring myself to come on a plane. I just can't do it. And then the really stinky part about it is that, you got to show up there. I know it's still like, I think it's still, you have to show up like an hour or two before your flight even takes off. So you've got to be in an airport with all that chaos and craziness and people. And then you finally get on the plane and then you think, okay, hopefully we get there in one piece. I just can't do it. Not consciously anyway. Just like I said, you'd have to knock me out. I had a friend one time that offered to bring me to England. She was going to pay for the whole trip. And I was floored. I said, oh, that's a generous gift, but I can't accept. I said, not for nothing. I said, you would just have to knock me out cold and wheel me on and wake me up when we're finally landed. I just can't do it. I really need some sunshine and green around me. It's coming, Mr. Prism. It's coming. And see, that's another thing. I was just talking about that actually with my husband the other day about Arizona. It has its own kind of beauty. Yes, I've seen photos. It does have its own kind of beauty, but it's not the same like we have here with the forests and just all the greenery and all the color, and it's just not the same. So for me, it's just dry and dead and ugly. When we were traveling, I was always medicated. Yeah, in a car, we used to drive everywhere, so it was no big deal. When we were younger, we would drive straight through to wherever we were going. And we'd make damn good time because my husband's got a bit of a lead foot. But we traveled at night. So it was just us and the truckers, and we would just fly and make it there, in great time. But now that we're older, we just can't do it. The last trip that we took, my husband actually fell asleep at the wheel. And what woke him up was we were going under a bridge, and the shadow woke him up. And I'm like, okay, that's it. We pulled over. I said, we got to sleep for a couple hours. Thank God we didn't drive into the stupid bridge. I'm going to my first Paracon event this year, Laura. Honestly, terrified. Oh, but exciting. I've never been to one. We don't have any around here. Not close by. It has its own beauty in the desert, though. Yeah, it does. It does. I have to have that green and the pine smell, and what do you want? All right, yes, yes, yes. Oh, yes, we love you so much. Okay, go bother daddy. So yeah, and like, because my husband says the same. Well, it's its own kind of beauty. Yes, you're right. It is. But I'm just used to, just huge, beautiful trees and cactuses are okay, but yeah, I've got to have that green. I'm going to be, it's going to be exciting. It's at Penhurst Asylum. Oh wow, yeah, that is exciting. Yay, Laura, you're lucky still here. They could have been a disaster. Never drive if I'm tired. Yeah, it's yeah, because I was struggling to stay awake because I'm the navigator. I always tell him what lane to go in, what exit's coming up, and this that. Well, I passed out because I was exhausted, and so he was driving, and yeah, he didn't say anything till after it happened. He's like, oh, and I'm like, what? And he says, well, he goes, I actually fell asleep. I said, oh no. So yeah, we pulled over to the next rest stop and we had to sleep for a couple hours. So that's it. I said, yeah, we all could have died. I've camped in almost every climate. Yeah, we've done it. Camping is the best time is in the autumn because you get that smell of all of the autumn leaves and and that's the best time to have the bonfires. It really is great. Your dog is like, but mom, what you doing? Yeah, she's all over here jumping, wagging her tail. Flying is easier since I am a mechanic and I can hear the engines, so I know they're okay. You know, Leanne, I know, but I know it's a control thing. Um, I'm not a control freak, but when it comes to something like that, you're thinking, okay, you have no control over this giant mechanism. And it's going, like a bat out of hell through the sky. So if something goes wrong, you can't control it. Excuse me, guys. Let me get a sip here. So I think that's what it is. You're putting your life in the hands of a guy up front that could be having a bad day. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mr. Princess, I hate flying. The idea to sit in a jet powered tube. Yeah, jet powered tube with at least 150 people for an hours while flying. Oh my God. Excuse me. For 30,000 feet. It's just not right. Exactly. Oh, and you've got 4 flights this summer. And see, I always say in the luck, I've got the shittiest luck. I'm planning to get hijacked. I'm telling you. Or if my husband comes along, my husband and technology don't mix. Everything he touches that's, technology driven dies. It says, our luck, you'll get on the plane and then everything will stop working. I said, so yeah, we'll keep our feet on the ground. Oh, well, Laura, now that you've made it so scary. Yeah, I see what I'm saying. That's why you got to knock me out. I mean, how do you know the pilot isn't pissed off at somebody? So, Well, I'll show you. At least, they go, oh, well, it's safer than driving. Well, but if you're driving, you have control of the situation to an extent. I mean, sometimes there is no control no matter what you're in, but at least you're not falling out of the sky. And my husband is a very, very good driver, even though I always tell him he drives like shit, but he is very good. I mean, how many times we've been in a situation where he has squeezed us through that saved us from being in an accident. So he's very, very good at what he does. I'm just over 1,300. Or at 4,321 feet. A heap of explore videos. Which deserts are you in? I might know it well. So sorry if I have been a bit of a lurker today. I'm really tired, but I can't disengage my brain. I need a nap, and go take your nap, Roger. Go rest. I get it. There's a lot of times where I lurk in people's shows because I'm just too tired to function. So I listen. Penhurst was actually a school. They called it an asylum for the haunted attraction. Really? I'll have to look that up. Really, really, really. And Leanne became raw baby. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you. Let's do a little rock and roll for Leanne. Leanne's awesome. You rock. Yeah. And Lisa gets one too. She likes it raw. We love it. Everybody likes it raw. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, guys. I see Leanne says she's a mechanic. What kind of things do you fix, Leanne? Now that you've piqued my interest. I know some mechanics because I used to help my dad work on cars. I used to help my husband. Thank you for the gifted membership, Lisa. I really, really appreciate it. So yeah, now we're curious. We're curious on what kind of mechanics does Leanne do? Actually, it wasn't too long ago that we were talking about. I urge all women to know at least some sort of mechanics because if you take it somewhere, because you're a woman, they take advantage. So it's, good to have the knowledge so they don't screw you over. It's a weirdness. My membership ended midstream. Oh, that's all right. Wait, I want to give Lisa her thank you for the gifted. We cannot not do that. Thank you for that gifted membership, Lisa. We appreciate it. And let's see, Julie's off and running. Have a good one. Keep warm. It's getting close to being that time already. Time flies. It really does. Yes, you guys got to go check out APRF. They are freaking rock stars. They really are. I love the way that they investigate. And actually, I got to set them up to come on the show again to get us caught up on what they've been up to, what kind of data they've collected. I'm still working on doing the experiment with the white noise. I planned on starting that this weekend, but then whenever the bottom fell out in my life, last thing I was thinking of. So, but I want to just set in video a test run with the white noise and see what comes up. And I'm loving it because it's an old radio. And so when you turn it on the AM station, that's all you get, white noise. There's no radio frequencies coming through, you know, all of that. So it's just pure white noise. So it's going to be cool if I pick up anything. It used to be tanks and armored personnel carriers. Now it's just cars, trucks, and tractors. You go, girl. Oh, that's cool. Tanks and armored personnel carriers. Wow, that is amazing. That must be really neat to work on. Thank you. We are working on our next investigation presently. Oh, excited to hear about it. Yeah, we'll have to get in touch, see if we can set up something. Maybe sometime in March when you guys have a free time to get us caught up on what you've been up to. I always like to circle back around and, check in with everybody because, they go all the different places. You're going to get different kinds of data. And I like the way that they investigate more towards that scientific end. So it's amazing. Sorry, I'm here just finishing up my client's laundry and lurking around in and out. That's okay. That's okay, sweetie. It's getting close to shutting her down for the morning anyway, because I'm sure everybody needs to get on with their day. I use my remote viewing abilities. I don't have a shower yet. Well, it's warm out there, isn't it? Sky, just, turn a sprinkler on. Go run through the yard. Grab the soap. I used to do general maintenance on my pickup until I blew the disc out on my neck 2 times. Now I can't do much. Yeah, you can. It's, ugh. I can't do that stuff anymore either. Because I used to help change brakes. I did all of that, back in the day. And now, I just watch my son do it. They would be great, Laura. I'll have a chat with Wes and message you. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, we'll see what we could set up when you guys are available. I know that's rough. Well, see, we're sages. You got to do for yourself. That's how you did it, And it's rough when you do get injured because then what do you do if you've got nobody else to fall back on? See, I'm lucky I had a son. So it's, of course, if we had a daughter, she would have learned the same thing. But it's nice, I have a son. I say, your dad and I, it's getting to be my husband because of his injuries. And so he can't lift up the heavy tires anymore. So to do brakes is a real pain in the ass. So we just call our son, hey, you got time? He comes over and does it. I'm a bit of a car nut. I do love American cars. They've got grunt. Never driven a car, mind, but I know when I get clipped by one. Aha. We have a good time. I'm a muscle car freak. Love a good muscle car. I love the raw power. Just stepping on the gas, you're room, blah, 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 blah. I love it. Gets the adrenaline going, and it's bad news because if I get in something like that, I have a tendency to drag race. I haven't been busted yet, but and even though I'm in my 50s, you still have that need for speed sometimes. There's that little devil on your shoulder. Go on, do it. Just can't help myself. So my father, when he had his truck, it was a huge engine in it. And this thing, you step on the gas and you would see the gas gauge just drop. I mean, this thing sucked gas, but holy shit, the power. And you wouldn't know it by looking at it, just like a normal white truck. And yeah, I drag raced a couple of times in that truck because I couldn't help myself. I had some guy on their side on me, they're kind of like revving. Thinking, it's a woman, she ain't gonna do nothing. So I would sit there and smile to myself. And as soon as the light would hit green, I'd punch it and leave him in the dust. The shocked look on his face. Yeah, eat that, baby. Then I tell my husband, when I get home, my husband goes, "Oh, you're gonna get in trouble." I go, "I know." I used to do that when my son lived here too, because he had a souped up Jeep. Oh, Jesus. That was bad. I just, yeah. Can't help myself. And if I ever owned a muscle car, oh boy, then I'd probably end up getting some tickets because that would be just awesome. Of course, I'd have to do it on the back road so I don't get busted. But that sheer power of just the big engine, those were cars. But it would be worth it when it happens. Let's see. Yes, I agree, Roger. They do a different approach, and we love it. That's what makes it so great. And I'm hoping everybody would use more of that scientific approach. Isn't it fun to take the lead out or take the lead out of your ass and put it in your foot? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's bad. And it's just more satisfactory because they figure, it's just a chick in a truck. What is she going to do? Well, ha ha ha. Surprise, surprise. And then I used to tease my father when I was, using his. I'd say, "Yeah, I had that baby on 2 wheels." I knew it. I knew it. He goes, "Oh God." Of course, you don't tell him until years later, so I don't get in trouble. I'm going to hop off here and get my day over with. All of you have a good day and night wherever you are. Thank you, Sarah. I'm sure I will see you somewhere there in Chatland. Let's see who's on tonight. Tonight it's Monday, so we've got Bristol. So guys, don't forget to go check out Bristol. Paranormal will be 1 hours before Bristol's here. Yep. Yeah, isn't Jason's tonight too, right? And then you've got there's a whole lineup. You guys will find them. But I'm always looking forward to Bristol, hanging out with those crazy guys and the lovely Sandra. I'm ravishingly beautiful, but that old hag that lives here, geez, yeah, I know, the damn hag. Also, if you guys didn't hear, Sage made up a great photograph, the wanted hag poster. So that merch is in the shop. Go check it out if you want some hag gear. And I was actually able to get it to work on a hoodie. So now there's a hoodie available too. I love it. So much fun. You have a great day, Sarah. And actually, yeah, everybody just, check out all of the links that our lovely Miss Pinky is posting up for everybody. I want to thank everybody again from the bottom of my heart. How much I appreciate your support and your help in our time of need. I was really, really just amazed. You guys are amazing. The best crew out there, hands down. Everybody have a great day. Keep warm if you're in the sub-zero like we are. If you're enjoying the beautiful days of summer like Miss Pinky, run through a field and enjoy it while you can. Leanne said, "Oh, your monkey boy's on too." Okay, yes, yes, I figured. I lose track. Sarah used to do a post of a schedule, and she hasn't had time to do that anymore. So it's and of course a lot of people will do last minute, so we don't know how to put them on the schedules. But Monday's usually a busy night, so try to hop in the best you can. And I want to thank all my mods. You guys rock and roll. You really do. Thank you everybody for the gifted memberships and the memberships, and of course the GoFundMe donations. Again, just you guys are just awesome, totally awesome, and I can never say thank you enough. That is just the bottom line. I cannot thank you enough. And I will see you, let's see, Wednesday morning for the brew, and then open mic night on Wednesday night. So we're going to do an open mic night so we can just fly by the seat of our pants and enjoy just great chat about the paranormal and whatever floats our boat that day. Until then, guys, Roger, go take a nap. Until then, everybody have a great day. I love you all.